Erasing Myself from the Narrative by Marsheila Rockwell. Read by Diane Severson Mori. My stepmother was a witch, but then, this is a fairy tale. All stepmothers are witches here. As if the very act of raising another woman's child isn't enough to curdle maternal instinct, incite envy, compel the rod, and poison goodwill, hiding some jealous truth beneath a shiny red delicious skin that only yields its darkest secrets. To hungry tooth or thirsty blade, piercing, slicing, tearing away, revealing the imagined worm within. But then, this poem isn't about her. My mother was the wife of a lettuce thief, a virgin/whore, heavy with child, whose cravings would not be denied. She had to be punished for daring to desire, and so I was taken from her, newborn. But this poem isn't about her, either. This poem is about me, alone, in my lofty tower of stone, where my stepmother, the witch, put me, to keep me safe from a fairy tale's many and varied dangers, which is to say, from princes. But this being a fairy tale, those princes and their cravings will no more be denied than my mother's prenatal hankerings, though hers, at least, only required the theft of a witch's salad greens, and not the plundering of a virgin and the plucking of her juicy maidenhood, her low-born status all the better, for her prince's inevitable abandonment, leaving her to reap what he had sown, princesses being, in these particular tales, less than ideal protagonists, their fathers often not appreciating the devaluation of their property. But I am not a princess, and this poem is about me, alone, in my lofty tower of stone, where songbirds bring me herbs and flowers, mice deliver roots and gems, spiders spin fine cheesecloths for filtering tinctures, and a great horned owl named Archimedes, angry at his magician, once brought me a book of spells. Bound in supple skin, unlikely to be human, I learned many things from that grimoire, and found a way I could escape, not from my lofty tower of stone, cool in summer, warm in winter, its window overlooking a forest lake. Indeed, I have no desire to leave this peaceful place that I have made my home. I plan to leave this fairy tale. I lack only one component, but that shall soon be remedied. Ah, there he is, my plot device, calling for me to let down my hair. I do so gladly, tossing out my thick braid. Its length an unwelcome weight, made more unwelcome by the addition of his. I hold my strong shears ready, steady, waiting. When he nears my window, I begin to cut, sawing through the heavy plates with blades sharpened daily. In anticipation of this purpose, "I am almost there," he cries, panting. "Me too," I gasp, breathing hard. "Don't stop." His hand breaches my window summit just as the last strand snaps. He grabs wildly at the ledge. I stab him with my scissors. His desperate grip loosens. He falls, and the sound his body makes on impact with the jutting rocks below is music worthy of the nightingale. I summon butterflies, sending them to collect a different kind of nectar, the blood of a prince freshly slain, the last ingredient for my spell. Once the flurry of painted wings departs, I call my circle, focus my intent, speak the prescribed incantation, mix my potion in a pigeon-pilfered beaker, then walk to the window, lean out, and dash the glass against the tower wall. The liquid splatters, and where it lands, the stone begins to smoke, pit, disappear. I withdraw, a smile tugging at my lips. Less of triumph, though there is that, surely, more of sheer, unburdened relief. My tower will be hidden now, vanishing from the pages of this fairy tale, visible only to my animal friends, who have never wished me any harm. I am not my stepmother, a fairy tale witch. I build no candy houses, own no mirrors with literary pretensions. Oh, there is a cat. he'd say he owns me. I do not eat children, and I do not make bad bargains with mermaids or the husbands of pregnant neighbors. I am simply, finally free. But fairy tales have no place for a truly free woman, and I am well quit of this one, rewritten, replaced, forgotten, erased. So I guess this poem isn't about me after all. Thank goodness.